So I am Latonya Jones, Tanya known to many. My background is in government contract relations. I help businesses get contracts with the government. Um, I also have a show called Phenomenon with Tanya, where I interview people that are not so famous, but they should be. And I help them connect with who they really are. And my motto is feel the fear and do it anyway. And so coming here to Coach Cass is for me to kind of live in that feeling the fear and doing it anyway. Um, I may have it all together lovely on a business side and a business front. I realized that my relationship was really kind of jacked up, being married a few times and it not working out led me to believe that, there is something really, really wrong with Tanya. I've gone to therapy. I've been to therapy several times. However, the question still never got answered. But I can say that being here with Coach Cass and her team has been amazing. I would say my words has been phenomenal. It has actually helped me to figure out who I was and now changing to who I am now, which is totally different than who I was. Who I was the person that kind of hindered me in relationships. It kind of stunted my growth, as my grandmother would say. And now, leaving here, I believe that I'm growing into almost, I laughed with them earlier saying, a perfect person. So now that I have my relationship together, business together, career together, so the next man needs to look out because next time it's going to be a power couple. So thank you, and that's it.
Beautiful. So before the Love Makeover, what was your biggest hesitation before signing up for this program?
And nothing ever worked. Like I said, I've been to therapy. Nothing ever worked. So my biggest hesitation was spending money to go to something that didn't work again. But I can say that this worked.
How did that perception change after you spent 2 days with Coach Cass for the Love Makeover?
Well, it was my word is illumination.
Uh-huh.
It was enlightening. It was a bright light that shined on me, that opened me up to the possibilities of who I can be and who I am, and moving forward into a awesome relationship.
And I think you've shared some of this, but if you can think about maybe even one that you haven't touched on, can you give a specific example of something that you pulled away that you can really see making a difference in your love life in the next 12 months?
Oh, it's being vulnerable. That I think will significantly make a difference because I think I've heard guys in the past, maybe in a kind of like passing, say that I'm not vulnerable. They may not have used that word, but they may have used the word like bossy. But being vulnerable does not mean weakness. Being vulnerable does not mean that you're less than. Being vulnerable to me now, I can take away that it means strength. Mm-hmm. That to be vulnerable is actually to open yourself up to major, major possibilities. So.
It's beautiful. And you shared some of this in your opening, but if you can kind of reflect back and maybe something different comes to mind, what are 3 other benefits that you might say this Love Makeover experience with Coach Cass has really offered you being here?
Well, the 3 benefits is number 1, getting to know somebody that doesn't know me. That can look within me and basically say, here are the things that I see just by you telling your story. So that's number 1. Number 2, being able to kind of tell that story. One of the benefits is telling a true story. A lot of times when you deal with people that you know or deal with people that's in your community, you don't really actually tell the true story. Mm-hmm. So being here with Coach Cass has helped me to tell my true story. And number 3, I can just say, it's just been a home run. You know, the takeaway from me is that, you know, things like this does work, you know. I'm not going to say it works for other people and everything, but this actually does work. A lot of times you see ads, you see things on social media, and you're like, I wonder if it works. It works. So that's what I could take away from this.
Thank you.
You're welcome.